Welcome back to Let's Play Wonder Boy, Wonder Girl, The Dragon's Trap. I just went in the wrong door. We've been trapped by the dragon, and by that I mean we've been cursed by it. So we gotta go break that curse. And currently the only thing for us to do is go to the beach. There's a locked door and a lot of weird obstacles we're not entirely sure what to do with in our way otherwise. So to the beach we go! And like graphically it kind of represents a beach now. It's nice. I mean, I guess it sort of did before. Yeah, eat that snake. Now, I suppose in an attempt to kind of ease you into the game, the dragon does not have a shield. He can duck, so he's got more mobility. And he's got the longest range attack. She's got the longest range attack? I'm gonna have a hard time remembering my pronouns in this game. So it's just a lot easier to get around and hit all the guys and do all the things. Oh, these little crabs. What? I made it. I'm underwater. So if you fall down the water at any point in here... Oh, that guy's still over there being a jerk. If you fall underwater at any point in this game, there is kind of an underwater level for you to run around in. Oh. I gotta show off their goofy expressions when they get hit. Like, look at that guy. Oh, this guy's got a chunky little body and he goes, eh. Now, one thing that this version of the game did conveyed much better. Do I have any? I have one arrow. What is this ship in the background? Can I hit you? Yeah! So that was my one arrow. Arrow is probably going to be one of the most useful spells you get. Well, one thing this version of the game conveyed so much better than the previous is this ship in the background. You see the giant ship. It's a ship, it's wrecked. In the original Wonder Boy 3, it looked like this. Like, I'm gonna be honest, if you don't know what this is supposed to be, you would never in a million years guess what that's supposed to be. But here, it's a ship! Look at it, you can see it. You can see the background parallax and all the different layers. Ah! Now this will be important later on. I'll get to that. When we get to that. Until then, we got here. It's a little building. Any door that you see with this little glass thing over it is always a shop. You can go and buy stuff. Ooh. Furry edges. Alright, I mean, I guess. I don't have the money for that anyway, so I guess I'm just going in here. Ooh, chest. A key! Well, I'm gonna have to come back for that. Or just farm a little bit out here, I guess. Yeah, you know what, that's not gonna take very long at all. I'm just gonna do that now. And we have enough money magically. So these shops are hidden all throughout the game. You even get armor from chests and things. Oh yeah, 24 defense, look at that crap. You even get armor from chests and things. And completing your list of armor, which you can see there's 10, or well, swords anyway, but you get the idea. You can see that there's 10 in the game. Completing your list is actually sort of a challenge. Like, you've got to go to some trouble in order to collect all the armor. I'm going to do the same thing I did in the Dragon's Curse Let's Play. I mean, I guess you could consider this a revamp of the Dragon's Curse Let's Play. I'm going to be attempting to get all the armor in the game. All the armor, all the hearts, which are... I mean, I guess that's about all the collectibles there are in the game. This guy's being a jerk, but I want the money! He just moves back and forth, drops Fireball whenever he's directly above you. As long as you keep moving, he's not a threat. Nah. I'm hit. There's no quick way back, so we're just gonna have to hoof it. Oh, I almost fell. Gotta run, gotta jump. What's this palm tree doing? It wasn't even in the original game. That's a design decision they made here and now for a palm tree to grow out of this tiny block floating in the air above the ocean. That's okay, I've done the same thing. And it's got a big shadow of him down here. And the shadow even reflects on your character. Like, despite that the game is entirely 2D, you still get... Oh, and it even goes over, like, part of you. And it's coming from the palm tree. Because it's angled in such a way. Ah! So much effort put into this. It's so great. Okay, so we got a shortcut back. And we got a key, so we can go in here. And now that we can go in here, we can go up. And outside, because we can't go up anymore. And then we're in the sky, and through the magic door in the sky, we will be taken to the desert. So there's an arrow going left, but I'm gonna go right. Fudge it. I go where I want. So if you go to the right, I'm not gonna be going to the right very long, because you very, very quickly come to the canyon. This game is much later game than I am, and expects you to have much better armor and equipment than I have. It's gonna hurt a lot here, is what I'm saying. Also, I can't get anything of value there right now, so that's also kind of important. I'm gonna go through this door and go back through again, just to go in without a cloud following me now. And then we'll go where we're supposed to go. It's not until a bit later in the game that we'll be expected to go to the right, and though we can, if we try very hard, get all the way to the far edge of that area, we can't get anything there yet with Lizard Man. Lizard Woman? Ah, stood up too fast. So this game has some interesting level design, I guess, in that a lot of the level design involves effectively putting kind of flat areas for you to run across with various obstacles, and then kind of remixing those obstacles over and over again. Like, okay, we've taught you how these tall guys work. Like, we taught you how these tall plant guys work. Now, how do you act around a tall plant guy when there's one of these other guys? How do you react to a short plant guy? How do you react to a tall plant guy followed by a short plant guy? Or the other way around, I guess. I should be much more careful than I'm being. But then I have full health and I'm gonna be reckless again. And these guys all act differently. So you're going to have to learn how to dodge through the green ones, then you're gonna have to learn how to dodge through the blue ones. I'll also add their timing is different on every single one of them. 2, 3, tall. 1, 2, 3, tall. How many arrows do I have? Just get rid of him right now, so I don't have to mess with that anymore. Thankfully, you can cancel out their fireballs with your fireballs, which is not something any of the other transformations can do. So what do we got here? We got 2 of these. These are both pits. I haven't even been checking. I haven't been showing you guys. This is what it looked like originally. Actually, it looked kind of neat. We got a palm tree right there. But they removed the palm tree. So you got those two things over there, which are kind of pits you can fall down. This is kind of a painful staircase climb. Oh, and then you get up here with the sun, and you actually get silhouetted out by the sun. Yeah, it's nice. Got a butt scoot down. Scoot, scoot, scoot. And you get to this Sphinx. And it's still a Sphinx. It's a little bit taller now, but... Now this is important because you'll notice, in one way or the other, that the outside blocks of this are not the normal blocks you get in these weird little side rooms. Heck yeah, another heart. So we're gonna be back to that room eventually. There's not a lot of, like, crazy import in there, but there's some nice things in there. Oh, and the music. I haven't been, like, commenting on the music, but, the music is so spot on. It's so spot on. Admittedly, this isn't the music that I'm used to, because I'm used to the TurboGrafx version, different sound card, yada yada yada. What's down you? Springs! If you go through this door, you just come out the door up top there and get sprung out, so that's your exit. But, like, the sound is so spot on. The music still brings back every tiny bit of nostalgia that I had for this game in the first place. Okay, so these guys are kind of interesting. Because you see in this version, they actually blink and then wait a moment, and then fire. So you get a heads up, and you know, okay, that guy blinked, he's about to fire. And then he fires. They don't blink in this one, instead they just open their mouths way earlier. So it's a way of conveying it, the same thing, in a slightly less arbitrary way. Oh, I can hit these guys by upright? I don't have the duck to kill him? That's cool. I like that. I don't know what these guys are. Look at that pig guy up there, though. Just running, hopping in place, and he goes, ugh. He still hops, it's great. Look at that guy hopping. He's excited. Huh. You! I get more of these checkerboard blocks. Now, interesting to note, there's a shadow under the blocks in here. And they kept the shadow under the blocks in here. It's the little things. Ah! Video games! Killing guys. Killing guys. Killing guys. Oh, in case you need healed, you can take a stop in here. Costs 45, which isn't much. I mean, yeah. Got a chest with a key. Yep, just a pyramid. But we got a key, so we can unlock this door. Going indoors. The Pyramid Hall! Oh, this place feels so... like, it still feels a little claustrophobic, but not nearly as claustrophobic as this does. It's a little open. They even kept the pillars in back. And then frogs. That guy's just gonna keep going, I guess. Look at that. You can't leave, by the way. This is actually our first proper dungeon. Like, each area in this game kind of consists of an overworld and a dungeon. And our overworld was getting here. Going up the pyramid, running through the desert. Pyramid wasn't really the dungeon, but here, dungeon. And the music is still as great as it ever was. Have I mentioned I just like the soundtrack to this game? Like, I've kept the... I've actually downloaded the... It's got the little Sphinx statues. Or not Sphinx, but like... statues of the people. Busts. But like, at one point, I just downloaded the soundtrack to the original Dragon's Curse because it's great. Oh no, he fell. Now what do I do? Well, I can kill him. Oh no, I'm bouncing! Now, when you really want to kill something, you may be tempted to just, like, mash the attack button as fast as you can. But you'll note that only one fireball can be on the screen at a time. So as soon as you hit the button again, the first one gets canceled and you fire a new one. If you want range, just let it go. Gotta bouncy bounce over the guys. That was poorly timed on my part. I did it. I'll make it. Look at this guy. I was never really sure what those guys were supposed to be. And now, in greater definition, I still have no idea what they're supposed to be. Little fireballs. Fireball guys. They're a little flamey now, though. They were never flamey before. Oh, and there is a hint here that there's something down there, whereas in the original, you get nothing. But this is it. Somewhere. We've just gotta hit our head on things until we eventually figure out, ah, we did it! We made it. I can't get out. But that's okay, we've come to the end of the tomb! And so we have to fight our first dragon opponent, Mummy Dragon. So he's got a reasonably simple AI, in that he goes back and forth to the side of the room, and he does that, and you can hit him a couple times. And then you kind of want to duck under him, but stay near him so you don't get hit by the snot. You're not going to be able to hit him. He stops at different heights, and you may just not be able to hit him. So, but every time you hit him, he moves up a little bit, so if you don't hit him 3 times, you can't duck under him. He's not a hard boss, though, so just, he's being very kind to me, though, so there's that, too. Yeah, we did it! There's the original boss room, nothing fancy about it. Gotta get that money, get that money, get that money, dodge the flame, and get that money. Eventually, money just, like, stops coming out. Like, you know what? You did it. Good job. Yeah, there we go. Oh, no, he got me! Now I'm a mouse! So, something you would have only learned from the instruction manual in the original game is that Mouseman can cling to walls. You do that by pressing the directional button towards the wall. And here, and as soon as I do that, you see the block gets just a little bit bigger as I'm standing on it. Now I'm clung to it. And I can go up, up. And you can just run up and go up. And we did it. Now, in the original one, they couldn't just make the blocks subtly larger, so what they did, like a Mouseman, is when you're clung to it, he just, like, runs in place. Yep, there we go. Still doing it. Still going places. Now, you go from a character who has the greatest range to the character with the worst range. Look at this sword. Look at how horrible this sword is. I always thought this Mouseman looked kind of funny. Like, he's got human-colored skin and then big black Mickey Mouse ears. In this version, he looks like a mouse, so that's cool. Look at that. Look at how mouse-like I look. And I'm tiny! So some things just go over my head. Of course, that guy was rude. Maybe I need, like, a better shield or something in order to block that. Because my shield is very tiny. And now that I'm Mouseman, I can just walk over top here and go through this door. And what do I get? I get prizes! Money! And a full heal. And there's a shop here. Dancing shield. I'll take it, sure. So this wasn't a very complicated room before. It was just this. And that takes you to the return hole. Oh, also a reminder, this game is widescreen. The original one was not, hence the big black space on the right and left in this. Oh. But they don't keep the black space. And now we're Mouse Man. And we can go places. And we can do things. And it's great. Still can't go that way. But I think that'll do it for today. So until next time, everyone, we're now as Mouse Woman. We're going to continue our adventure. And go somewhere. I don't know where we're going. I'm just kidding, I know exactly where we're going. Until next time, everyone.